Vsauce, I'm Jake, and mazes are amazing. Literally. A maze comes from the word maze, which back in the day meant to stupefy or bewilder. Now we use the term amazing to show great surprise or wonder. But mazes are still bewildering, and an active part of our lives. They're in movies, books, toys like these little plastic maze puzzles, and especially video games. What is thought to be one of the first references to a maze comes from Greek mythology, with the story of Theseus and the Minotaur. The skilled craftsman Daedalus, who also built the wings for Icarus, created an elaborate labyrinth to contain the Minotaur. In the tale, Theseus, the hero, slays the beast, and in Alison Gazard's book Mazes in Video Games, she relates that myth to video games, where we wander through these mazes, these labyrinths, defeating monsters and rising victorious. Think about games like Wolfenstein 3D, Pac-Man, Bomberman, Castlevania, the dungeon crawler genre, or in God of War 3 they actually used Daedalus's labyrinth to house the key to Pandora's box. The Legend of Zelda series uses mazes a lot, like the Lost Woods in Ocarina of Time, where the volume of the music leads you to the correct exit. There's a part of us that yearns for that feeling of being lost, of having to find our own way out, of succeeding against all odds. It's being lost and refusing to ask for directions, because we love solving puzzles. They give us this sense of agency, that urge to take meaningful action and see the immediate results of our decisions. So let's explore some of the amazing mazes that people have made in real life, starting with the largest corn maze in the world. When this maze took the Guinness Book of World Records, it was only 40 acres. Now this 60-acre corn maze at Cool Patch Pumpkins in California takes up as much area as half of Vatican City. Or you can go to Hawaii for the largest hedge maze. The Pineapple Garden Maze at the Dole Pineapple Plantation is about the size of 2.5 American football fields, and the length of the path is almost 2.5 miles. And hedge mazes have been around for a while. They started popping up in the 16th century across Europe. In W.H. Matthews' book Mazes and Labyrinths, he mentions how hedge mazes were built for the rich and used for amusement. In particular, he describes one made for King Louis XIV that contained 39 fountain sculptures which required 14 water wheels to pump the water. In 1778, it was destroyed because it cost too much to maintain. At over 325 years old, the Hampton Court Maze is thought to be the oldest surviving hedge maze, and you can still explore its paths if you find yourself in London. And not all mazes need to be corn or hedges. There are ones made of ice, cellophane, mirrors, 250,000 books, Windows screensavers. Daedalus's labyrinth was because he used a ball of thread to mark his path and find his way back. Mazes are there to confuse us, to frustrate us, and to amaze us. But mazes are also used to help navigate the mind.